Pleasant tonight, and let's wrap this up as quick as we can so we can go get the watch the baseball game.
Eric, what do you think of Isaiah's performance? Was he better than you thought? And I know you said you weren't going to play him 40, but you played him about 38, I think.
Yeah, so I played him two more. I would have liked to play him 2 more minutes than what I played him. But I thought he was great. We're a whole different team with him. I mean, it was, look, we all know it's been a struggle without him for a variety of reasons. We just can't afford a guy like Isaiah not to be in our lineup. And I thought he was awesome. You know, he opens up 3 balls for other people as well, just being out there. And I thought he moved really well. I thought he got a little bit winded at certain stretches. But, you know, look, we won a game at home in double digits and got one of the best players back in uniform tonight in the conference. And you know, now we got to get ready for Tennessee, and we know what happened last time we played them.
Hey, Coach, you had a couple of scoring droughts here tonight. What can you say about the resiliency of the team to be able to come back from those droughts?
Yeah, I mean, everybody has droughts. I mean, you watch, go turn on an NBA game tonight. I mean, Hubie Brown, who I worked for one summer, talked constantly about, and so did my dad, about there's 3 runs in every game, and the team that can control 2 of the 3 wins. And that's a pretty simple formula. But one scoring drought that we did not have, that we have had all year, was a 12-2 run to end the half. The last 4-minute segment have been a real problem for us. It was not tonight. And I expected us to have scoring droughts, to be quite honest. We've run a completely different offense when Isaiah's out there. And we're not playing 2 bigs anymore, and we're playing more guards. We went back to a 5-guard lineup for a stretch, and so we're going to be a little bit discombobulated and sloppy offensively, and we probably will be Wednesday as well. We just have to continue to get – anytime you bring a player back, whether it doesn't matter what sport it is, you're going to have a little bit of feeling out process for the guys to – you know, Mason, now he's got to try kind of figure it out because we relied on – Isaiah so much, and now we need both those guys on, playing well on Wednesday.
Yeah, Coach, what can you say about Desi play today? It seems like he made tons of winning plays today.
Yeah, I thought Desi was great. Anytime you take a player out of the starting lineup, you've always got to have concern. How's a player going to react? Is he going to have the right mental frame, and come out and produce? And certainly, look, there's probably not too many players in the country that if they come off the bench and get to play 32 minutes, they're probably happy. So he played 32 minutes, which is a lot of minutes for a player in a 40-minute college game. So, and he produced, 4 threes, 4 or 6 from 3. And again, it wasn't just Isaiah's 5 of 10 from 3, but he opens up shots for other people because he attracts so much attention.
What did you feel about Bailey's impact on the game?
Thought Adria, his energy was really, really good. I mean, he, when he makes, even though he went 1 of 3 from 3, like Missouri likes to play their 5-man in the paint and kind of have him be a roamer and not guard and kind of be an extra help guy for dribble penetrations. And Adrio knocked that 3 down. It was impactful for us. He continues to shoot the ball at a pretty good percentage from 3 and then obviously Jimmy in the first half kind of kept things alive for us from an offensive standpoint.
The bulk of Missouri's offense lately has been Xavier Pinson and Drew Smith driving. What did you all do defensively to kind of make life difficult on them?
I thought we had really good goal line defense, meaning, we packed the paint as much as we could and didn't want to give them seams to get to the basket. And they were a focal point of our scouting report for sure the last 2 days. But they're both really good. They're both high-volume free throw attempt players. But, again, that goal line defense of not putting them on the foul line 44 times was something that was really important to us, something we talked about every day, because we cut their FTAs in half tonight.
talked about that defense on the drives. Looked like Isaiah in the fourth quarter on Drew Smith really walled him off and gave him trouble. Did you notice that as well, or did Isaiah impact that into the floor like he did on offense?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I mean, you look at he took a charge. We haven't taken a charge since the 8th grade picnic since he's been out, and we took a charge, and Isaiah took it. We missed some too, but he did a great job. He's just so long, and so he's got good lateral foot speed. He could keep guys in front of him, and then he can challenge shots with his length and I didn't know how he was going to really move in live action over an extended period of time, but to put him on Drew Smith tells you the confidence that we have in his ability to try to get stops for us.
Yeah, Eric, they only had 4 out of 21 threes. How big was, and then you guys hit 12 out of 25 or whatever it was. Yeah. How big was, your 3-point defense and then the way you shot from there?
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, Bob, just because, we know we're not, how much are we going to lose the rebounding battle by every night? That, if it's 10, we're probably pretty good shape. So where do we get advantage? And we haven't had the advantage without Isaiah of the 3-ball. That's how we get our separation. Other teams come into games and say, we're going to get separation against Arkansas by pounding them on the glass. Our separation is we lead the entire country in defending the 3-ball. And we're pretty good when we make 3-ball shots. But to lead the country in a category is really, really hard. And when you look at the analytics of our sport, the 3-ball is a difference maker for a lot of people. And we've done better job than anyone in the country at defending the 3. And tonight I thought we did a great job. And it was a concern because we wanted to keep the lane a little bit more compact than we have in the past. In the past, we've just been taking away 3s, and then that gives up dribble drives. And tonight, we told our guys, you got to stop the drive, you got to give great gap help, but you better get back to the 3 balls as well.
Just the significance of getting this win, this first SEC home win since January against Vandy, and what that means to bring that to the fans, and then some of the highlight reel plays that you saw tonight.
I mean, we understand we got some of the most passionate fans in all of college basketball. It's not just our sport. You look at what gymnastics had last night at their event. You can go over to the baseball stadium and see, we have incredible fans. And so they're passionate. And we've talked to our guys a lot just about, hey, man, when you got 18,000 people or whatever, we want them coming back. You got to get wins. You got to play as hard as you possibly can. Our team has battled. I mean, I know we've come up short of late, haven't played very good basketball the last 5 to 7 games, but they get down at Florida, a large margin. They don't quit. They cut the thing to 2. Having said all that, I get it. It's all about wins and losses. It's not horseshoes where you get close and So we got our guy back, and he made big shots for us, and he defended, and we're a different team.
You mentioned Nico had 7 offensive rebounds. I think last time I'm looking here and I see a 0. Was that also an emphasis going in?
Huge emphasis, because I could have gone out there and kept him to 7 offensive rebounds. It was double box outs, not worrying about if you get the ball, box him out, keep him out of the lane. I thought their switches, I thought Coach Martin did a great job of baiting us into switches, and he had, good goalpost hands and finished against us. But I did think, even when we switched, we did a really good job of kind of face guard, box outs, and so forth against him, because we could not afford for him to get second chance opportunities.
Yeah, Eric, now that you got Isaiah back and he played like this, do you feel like you guys can get on a run here at the end of the year?
Yeah, I mean, I think the big thing really, Bob, is just, Tennessee, that was our worst game of the year. And, the game of basketball, just like the game of any sport, is about matchups. And we've got to figure out, what matchups really, really hurt us, and where do we have some matchups advantages. And that's the, what we've got to do between now and Wednesday is figure out, and we're a different team now. They're a different team. They had a player that was out that's a really good defender and an active defender for them. And obviously we have Isaiah, so we're going to have to figure out what those matchups are for us and how we really got hurt, in Knoxville. Thanks, Coach. Yep, thanks.